We want make salon before change we attitude.
Them mete na for nothing. We all na mortal man and we get for life. So let we left Congo Sahel and for bad that we come so if we sabi wasan, we go eat na big man the pan. For catch big man and I can down. No today. You go get after, now where you big man and you get. So let we left Congo Sahel and for bad that we come in there.
If you having credit problems, I feel bad for you, son. 1,000 problems, but a car rank 1. Wheels for sure, got me back in the car. Leasing with my credit, I was like, man, forget it. Who would've thought I'd be accepted and more? But now I got the keys, I feel so pleased. All types of cars, Fiats, Minis, Renaults, you know, boom, boom, let's go. Wheels for sure, car leasing for every credit score.
So Nikki, you're a winner.
Yeah, I've won 3 times now.
Wow, is that all through Lifestyle Bids, right?
That's right. So first I won the Music Awards, which was in London. Then I won the boxing match, which was in Cardiff. All they had to do was bid 83 pence for that. And then the music festival, which was in California.
And the private jet?
Yeah, maybe 3 mates won that too.
So I think it's definitely safe to say that Lifestyle Bids works for you.
Oh yeah, Lifestyle Bids definitely works for me.
So don't just dream it, bid it. Go to lifestylebids.com and let the adventure begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mafini Party Treats, your very own bespoke party treats for children, adults, and all occasions. Would you like a bespoke party treat? Why not contact Mafini Party Treats on 07908 170 473. That's Mafini Party Treats for all your bespoke party treats for all occasions. That's right, children's parties, wedding celebrations, christenings, and any other occasions you need. Just contact Mafini Party Treats on 07908 170 473. That's right, the very best of bespoke party treats by Mafini Party Treats.
I'm a leader.
Stars a leader, some boy a leader. Pull up big nation, the OZ we a leader. We still leader, no man we no follow. We pay for me breakfast, lunch, and me dinner.
Stars you a leader, Stone God a leader. Big nation, the OZ we a leader. We no follow no girl, we no follow no man. We a African royalty and no Roman.
I'm a pace setter, me no follower. Fresh and clean HD on the camera. 5-star general, answer to no man. Queen of Sheba, I'm the wisest in human. They can't bring me down, cause you can't see me down. You go always see the star if you watch for the sky. Me stay on top, who's the most fan track. Serious star, they shine pan dark. Queen Kong pan the melody, me and the beat is felony. Hotter than fire, you don't wanna get the hell of me. Fans them proud of me, heads another bother me. All the way up, catch flights and follow me. Your leader, some boy a leader. Big nation, the OZ we a leader. We stay leader, no man we no follow. We pay for me breakfast, lunch, and me dinner.
Cause you a leader, Stone God a leader. Big nation, the OZ we a leader. We no follow no girl, we no follow no man. We a African royalty and no Roman.
Finally, you don't tip me hot like Jota. Finally, all I'm Bella then go scatter. Finally, no more cuckoo jumuku. Finally, you don't give me mama cola. Don't get you finally, you don't get me finally. sponsor. Another lie, I found you, I found love. Then be said, true love was hard to find. Then no lie, this love was hard to find. Now the love is tender, tender loving care. You just can't tell me hey, I don't go insane. Darling, finally, you don't tip me hot like Jonta. Darling, finally, all in Bella, then go scatter. Darling, finally, no more cuckoo, jumuku. Darling, finally, you don't give me mama cola. Darling, finally, you don't tip me hot like Jonta. Darling, finally, all in Bella, then go scatter. Darling, finally.
We come on a salon. We come na England, but we don't run away. We come for better. We people they want for see what we they do. We people they want for know what we they say. Oh, we let we salon. Oh, we let we salon. Yes, we find beach. We get sweet sunshine. We get fine popo dem. We get fine titi dem. We get sweet diamond, bauxite and kimberlite. Get a day. Now for that make me tell you say, oh, we let we salon. Oh, we let we salon. Oh, we let we salon.
Bua, Bise, Imperi, Seke, all Sierra Leoneans, all lovers of Bonnie Mack.
On behalf of the Big Two and the musical family,
we lost a great man, a big loss. When you lose a brother, you lose a good thing. This week we're going to declare what, King Basco?
For the whole of this week, we will be remembering the legendary Bonnie Mack, who passed away on the 11th of July, 2015.
So on behalf of the family and friends of Bonnie Mack, we declare this week the Bonnie Mack Week. We are asking everybody to play Bonnie Mack songs every day. On Saturday, marking the 5th anniversary, we will have a grand finale. Thank you.
Because of you, you're an angel in disguise. Love is written in your eyes. You have made me realize that love should be. You're an angel in disguise. Love is written in your eyes. You have made me realize that love should be. I've got your picture, and now I can reach you. You've played around, but now I know better. I'll make you my girl, the best in the world. You'll never leave me out in the cold. 'Cause I'll make you my own. So much I have known. Have you beside me wherever I go? I'll take your hand to the end of the earth, and we'll be together. We won't have to part. Barbarella, darling, you're my Cinderella now. Barbarella, darling, I have made a vow. I'll never leave you, darling, 'cause you're mine. I kiss your picture whenever I wake up. I want you beside me. I don't wanna stop. 'Cause baby, you're mine, and the feeling is fine. Let the feeling be mutual. Please put your hand in mine. Barbarella, darling, you're my Cinderella now. Barbarella, darling, I have made a vow. I'll never leave you, darling, 'cause you're mine. You have raised my emotions with loving sensations, given me hope and great expectations. Now that you're near, I am sure that you care. I now have your love, and I know no fear. Barbarella, darling, you're my Cinderella now. Barbarella, darling, I have made a vow. I'll never leave you, darling, 'cause you're mine. Barbarella, darling, you're my Cinderella. evening turns the darkness into light. I need you. I get the funny feeling, only you. In the morning, noon, and evening, I want you. And that is how I want it all to be. Yesterday I was lonely, but you came to rescue me. You took my mind and my body. Now you wouldn't set me free. I need you. I get the funny feeling, only you. In the morning, noon, and evening, I want you. And that is how I want it all to be. I need you to hold me tight. I need you to kiss goodnight. Never mind what people have to say. The feeling that I have is strong. In my eyes you can't be wrong. I need you much closer every day. Yesterday I was lonely, but you came to rescue me. You took my mind and my body. Now you wouldn't set me free. I need you. I get the funny feeling, only you. In the morning, noon, and evening, I want you. And that is how I want it all to be. I need you to hold me tight. I need you to kiss goodnight. Never mind what people have to say. The feeling that I have is strong. In my eyes you can't be wrong. I need you much closer every day. As the sun in the morning makes a lovely day so bright. As the moon in the evening turns the darkness into light. I need you. I get the funny feeling, only you. In the morning, noon, and evening, I want you. And that is how I
my next guest has music flowing through his veins. He began playing the harmonica at the age of 6 and made his first public performance at 8. Later, he learned the guitar and the banjo before moving to the United Kingdom. Well, born in Sierra Leone's capital, Freetown, he is widely regarded as one of the original stars of Afrobeat, and I'm delighted to say that he joins me now in the studio. Very warm welcome to this Day Live guest, Bunny Mack. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay, thanks.
I think that you are the first original showbiz veteran I've met in my career. I've never met somebody who started performing from the age of 8. Well, 6 effectively, but then it's just one long unstoppable story after that. 6,
I started playing an instrument. 8, I went on stage for the very first time.
So, what led to that? Did you just want to do it?
It was a variety show that was done in the town hall in Freetown, and they wanted people to introduce little kids or anybody who can do something. And I was introduced by my uncle. And I went up there and played my harmonica, and everybody was pleased.
Did you win?
Well, it wasn't a competition. It was just a variety show, and I got quite a lot of money. Like people looked at this little boy and gave him money.
Well, he was obviously a very talented little boy.
Well, I hope so.
But I mean, the thing is, it must have taken tremendous confidence to do that, and clearly the confidence hasn't left you because you've done so many things since that time.
I've always been a very forward person. I always had confidence. I never doubt myself. I believe in myself. And so it doesn't matter what age I was at the time or what age I am now, I still feel I can do it.
Yeah. Yes. And I mean, in terms of your music, because you are seen as a sort of tremendous force in Afrobeats, etc., but I mean, what were the forces that shaped your style?
Well, actually, what I'm doing now is not my style in actual fact, because when I came to England, I was playing all pop music. I'm a guitarist as well, as you said earlier. I'm a guitarist. I played things like Shadow's music, Cliff Richard, all these things I played. But then when I met up with a producer who unfortunately is deceased, he wanted me to do songs that had the Afro flavor in it. And I wrote one, which luckily for me became a big hit. I'm sure you know it and you've heard it. It's My Sweetie, Let Me Love You.
I have heard it.
Yes. And I wrote that one and it went worldwide. It was a hit worldwide.
So were you really surprised by that, or when you were actually recording this song, did you sense that it had a certain something about it that was going to make it commercially viable?
Yes, personally I sensed it, yeah, but one of the guys who did an instrument on the record, the bass player, his name is Jimmy Haynes, he said to me, Bunny, let this record be heard. So I said, okay, everybody's record is heard on Capital Radio at the time. So I went to Capital Radio. In fact, I didn't go to the station. I went to the Empire Ballroom where they were having the best disco in town, hosted by Greg Edwards and Adrian Sachs.
I remember Greg Edwards very well.
Yes. Greg Edwards, Adrian Love, and John Sachs.
Yep.
And I gave them some copies. And that was on a Friday. On Saturday morning, they started playing my record.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Yeah, it just carried on from there. But I mean, it's one of those songs which it burns itself in the brain. So you hear it, and even if you forget about it so many years down the line and somebody plays it, it just evokes memories of all sorts of things. You can pinpoint your movements of that time.
Yes, yes, it's good. It's good. I like the way it's gone. Unfortunately, it's sort of keeping down all the good tracks that I've got.
Yes, I was going to say that when you have a tune which becomes your signature.
A classic, yes.
Yeah, an absolute classic. It must be so difficult when you produce material that's better than that, but people are always judging you against the big definitive hit.
I mean, I've met a lot of people who said, you'll never make a record like that again. But I'm sure I have done. But it doesn't get the airing that that one did. Because at that time it was brand new to the world. And it just came out and everybody was listening to it all over the place. And it went from country to country, and we were getting calls from all over the world to say, come and sign with us, come and do this, we want to market it. We did market the record in a few countries such as Nigeria, Kenya, Zambia, and all these places, South Africa, Zimbabwe, and of course Sierra Leone and Ghana, and other countries nearby. But the other records that I've done, some of them are better than that. It took me only 10 minutes to write Let Me Love You.
So it took you 10 minutes to write that song. You've produced so much more material since then.
Since then, yes.
And you're still judged by the one record.
Exactly.
On the one hand, it's flattering to have all the attention, but it must also be quite dispiriting and frustrating as an artist that...
Knowing that I've got better...
Exactly. It's that kind of tunnel vision that people have.
It is, yes.
I mean, how do you conquer that? Because, I mean, you're still here, you're still performing.
Well, I just keep going. One day they'll recognize the fact that I've got some other stuff. I'm not Let Me Love You, I'm a musician, not Let Me Love You.
But, I mean, you're also performing at prestigious events. I mean, you've got the London's Jazz Cafe, so that's on November the 12th, is that correct?
No, November the 10th.
But November the 10th, I beg your pardon. So it's only in a few days' time.
Yes.
So certainly, how do events like that, or performing at such prestigious venues, really help to make that statement, look, don't judge me by the one song. I've got a repertoire of material here. We're here together, you, me, the audience, we're here for however many hours. Judge me on what else flows.
Well, you know, they've recognized that song more than all the others, but I tell you something, they know some of the others too. I've got tracks like I Really Love You, which is a love song, a reggae song. I've got a track called Angel in Disguise, which I won't be performing at the Jazz Cafe. I've got other sort of Afrobeat stuff, which are equally as good. But, you know, I'm a musician. I just keep going. I just keep going. I enjoy what I do, and I hope people enjoy seeing me or hearing me doing it.
I mean, there's a lot of interest now about Afrobeat music, the whole rhythm, all the performers who've come out of that genre. Do you find that that's helped you as well, that particularly to a younger generation, it's triggered that curiosity, that they're delving back into the catalogues and they're coming across you? They're saying, hey, who's this Bunny Mack? Let's listen to this guy.
Not only listening, they're covering it. They're covering my record.
And that's flattering in itself,
over 30 times already. And in fact, one guy actually recently asked me to join him in a video that he was shooting to promote his version of Let Me Love You. Of course, they didn't sing it like the way I did.
So what did you think of his version?
This is half sing, half rap.
They put it into a rap version?
Yes, and it's been done about 5-10 times, you know, in rap versions. The guy that started is a guy called Wale, who lives in Washington, D.C. He did it, and his manager phoned me and said, what can we do about this and what? And I said, you talk to the Performing Rights Society and the MCPS.
Just let them get on with it.
Yes, they will deal with you, and they'll tell you what money you have to give me and all the rest of it. I just sit back and wait.
But I mean, look, you've lived in Britain really since the 1960s.
Yep.
You've had all these phenomenal influences that you've brought with you. You don't really have a style as such. You experiment. You are a musician. That's part of what it's all about. But I mean, when you look at the music scene now, compared to how it was when you first arrived here, I mean, what would you say are the big differences? I mean, if you had your time again, would you do things any differently?
No.
Still the same.
Just play music. A musician is a musician is a musician. I just go there and play music. And you see, the thing is, music is experimenting. You sit somewhere, like I say, I take my guitar and start fiddling with it, and something comes to mind, I take it down, and if I'm in the recording studio, it's recorded. And I listen back. You see, it's like cooking a sauce. You just put the ingredients, keep putting it until it tastes good.
Yeah, you've got the basic recipe, but you improvise.
That's it. That's it. So I don't specifically go out and say, I'm going to write this type of thing for that type of... No. You'll never... I will never get there. Because I'm too particular... I'll be too particular about what I want, which does not necessarily gel with the audience that I'm trying to attract.
The main thing is that there are plenty more songs inside you, and we're going to hear them
there are
over the
millions more songs in my head.
Excellent. Well, get them down on paper and start recording. Bunny Mack, an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us on This Day Live.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Let's have a dance. Give me another chance. give you a clue about the thing I wanna do. Hope you would give me the answer I need. I bought a ring and lots of pretty things. Somehow I aim to succeed. If I hurt you, I'm sorry. Darling, don't you worry, 'cause I really, really love you, baby. You see, this picture shows you how lonely I have been. I've always been on the outside looking in. Yeah, see what I mean? It'll be a happy feeling if I could hold you and kiss you again. Now you're with me, I could really make you see that only true love can win. If I hurt you, I'm sorry. Darling, don't you worry, 'cause I really, really love you, baby. If I hurt you, I'm sorry. Darling, don't you worry, 'cause I really, really love you, baby.
Come and say hello, 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 everybody. Say hello, 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 everybody. In case you don't know them, I call him Bonnie Mack. And sometimes he come out in dress in black. Him gonna lead you the way he say straight from the back. At school them I talk and them I say he no slack. So really the girl them I love Bonnie Mack. This a Bonnie Mack style. I tell you this a Bonnie Mack style. Say wow. It's your them style there, so million children wicked and wild, you know, they don't come out in fashion all the while, you know. Come and say wanna, come and tell you what to do. Say to you wanna be, say you want to be. Say to you wanna be, you better open up the door. Cause no one wanna fight, say him soon come on time. Say 5 wanna 6, you better keep the politics. Say 6 wanna 7, say 7 days a week. Say each and every day, say he really love you, say he love you from the heart and then he love you from the start.
If I hurt you, I'm sorry. Darling, don't you worry, 'cause I really, really love you, baby. If I hurt you, I'm sorry. Darling, don't you worry, 'cause I really, really love you. I've got your picture, and now I feel richer. You've played around, but now I know better. I'll make you my girl, the best in the world. You'll never leave me out in the cold, 'cause I'll make you my own. So much I have known, have you beside me wherever I go. I'll take your hand to the end of the earth, and we'll be together. We won't have to part. Barbarella, darling, you're my Cinderella now. Barbarella, darling, I have made a vow. I'll never leave you, darling, 'cause you're mine. I kiss your picture whenever I wake up. I want you beside me, I don't wanna stop. 'Cause baby, you're mine, and the feeling is fine. Let the feeling be mutual. Please put your hand in mine. Barbarella, darling, you're my with loving sensations, giving me hope and great expectations. Now that you're near, I am sure that you care. I now have your love, and I know no fear. Barbarella, darling, you're my Cinderella now. Barbarella, darling, I have made a vow. I'll never leave you, darling, 'cause you're mine. Barbarella, darling, you're my Cinderella now. Barbarella, darling, I have made a vow. I'll never leave you, darling, 'cause you're mine. Barbarella, darling, you're my Cinderella. As the sun in the morning makes a lovely day so bright, as the moon in the evening turns the darkness into light. I need you, I get the funny feeling, only you. In the morning, noon and evening, I want you, and that is how I want it all to be. was born to wealthy parents, and I never knew what life was all about.